I am immensely joyful about this next segment. I've been wanting to meet them for months, and they are here today. We have Ric and Leslie, and they are with Kokora. So outstandingly happy about this segment, and I think that you will be as well. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're
Donna.
here.
Thank
We're
you.
here.
We are
Made it.
here.
Oh my gosh. So you've been traveling quite a lot. A lot of people have wanted to hear about your products and your supplements and the things that you have going on. Ric, what made you decide to be the founder of this company? What started this journey for you?
It's a great question because, it's all about regenerative these days. Everybody wants to know how to make their life regenerative and how to build a regenerative life. And, for me, it all starts with the soil.
Okay.
From soil to seed to self to sustainability, we have a responsibility to maintain the integrity of where our food comes from and how it's grown. And with regenerative farming, we can build up the nutrient density so that when we consume foods and herbs that are grown regeneratively, we consume them with more nutrients and with more, in the case of herbs, more phytochemicals.
Wonderful. Now, did either of you grow up in a farming community? Did you grow up in rural America? Where did you grow up, either of you?
I grew up in San Diego with an Italian family
Okay.
growing gardens, but Ric is the expert on that.
Yeah.
Well, I actually grew up in an Italian family in Massachusetts, gardening with my grandmother, but I started Gaia Herbs long ago, about 30 years ago. And one of the first things I did was start an organic medicinal farm.
Beautiful. So this organic farm, right? So it just starts, like you said, from all of the soil and the nutrients and all of that in the soil. The soil is what brings up, you said not just organic, but regenerative organic.
Exactly.
So can you help the audience understand that a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, the real trick of regenerative farming is no-till.
Okay.
No plowing.
Okay.
And we need to keep a carpet of green over the soil. And the reason for that is we want to sequester all the carbon in the atmosphere. And so the plants are sequestering carbon all the time, so long as we have plants on the soil. You'll see in commercial farming a lot of barren soils from monocropping, corn and soil and soy. And so, after these crops are harvested, you don't have anything covering the soil. So the soil dies. The microbiome of the soil is actually dying. And so with regenerative farming, the plants are sequestering carbon. All that carbon is being brought down into the root structure. And then there are bacteria in the soil that are consuming that carbon. And then there are other microorganisms that are consuming those bacteria. And they are the ones that are making the magic happen because they are producing nitrogen, but in a form that the plants can assimilate. And so when the plants get all this nitrogen, they are starting to put out tendrils, root tendrils. And so all those tendrils are starting to touch more points in the soil. More contact points means more nutrient uptake.
Okay.
So this is what we call nutrient upcycling from the soil. And that's why when you take regeneratively grown plants, you have more nutrient density. Does it make sense?
It makes so much sense. I remember learning the photosynthesis, thing on the board, and they'd write it out,
Yeah.
But it's so much more than just that. And it's things like science that are fascinating, but using them for the human existence, right? Taking science and putting it to work for us. Like you said, the magic.
Yeah, and the unseen benefit of all of this regenerative farming is the sequestering of the carbon, the drawing down of carbon. We all hear about climate change. It's because of too much carbon being put out into the atmosphere. The plants are the vehicles to take that carbon and put it back into the soil.
The really going green, right?
Yeah,
it's really going green.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, really, really wonderful. So then you are now taking these plants that have all that good essence, right?
Exactly.
And you created a supplement line.
Yes.
Okay, so the supplements that you have are a little sorry, let's pick that up, sorry, 3, 2, 1. So the supplements that you have, there's a differentiator then between other supplements that you find on the counter.
They're regeneratively grown. We pay attention to the soil food web first, and we actually extract and concentrate these plants when we make the supplements.
Okay.
And we do it in a manner that preserves the purity, integrity, and potency of the plant.
Now, Leslie, you're someone that's always loved food and always loved science, right?
Yes.
What is your involvement? How do you feel about this brand?
I'm just here for the ride.
No.
I love this brand so much. As a chef, I care so much about what I put in my body. And Rick has been a dear friend and mentor for over 20 years. And I love these products. And one of the things that I love most about it is that I believe in eating a whole food diet. And these are actually whole plant potency formulas. So they're not just taking an extract from these ingredients, like this is in my hand is turmeric.
Okay.
They're actually using the whole plant
My
because Mother
goodness.
Nature knew best when she created that turmeric that in order to absorb it and get all the nutrients you need from it, that you need the entire plant system in the capsule to take. Is that right, Rick?
That's exactly
Okay,
right.
very good,
Okay,
Leslie. So how many supplements are in your line, Rick? How many
Right,
babies
yeah,
do you
right
have?
now, we've been in the
Okay.
market for 1 year, and we have about 20 products in the market now.
Lovely. And I noticed that the boxes, one of them's called, is it passion flower? Or something like that? Like you have different things. I don't even know if that's what
Here's
that is.
passion
But,
flower. Here's
yeah,
passion flower.
okay, so
This is passion flower right here.
okay, great. So different supplements give you like different. So you want a good assortment of things.
Well, everybody has their own personal, individual health needs.
Okay.
We all confront life in different ways, and we all have different needs. But I think most people today are I would say, if you were ask me what one supplement that all of us can take.
Yes. What is that one?
What
Is there a
that?
common
What is
denominator
that one
of
magic
goodness?
bullet?
Yeah.
This came up in a conference this weekend in Atlanta, and I said, I would have to say it's either turmeric, and everybody knows turmeric, the orange
Yes.
spice used in curries,
Yes.
or it's edible mushrooms.
Okay.
Both are
Oh.
very, very good to support energy, vitality, mental clarity, and really just to support an overall state of wellness.
And I
Speaking
think
of that,
you're
I
gonna
was just going to
love
say,
this.
okay, so you have supplements, but you also have these wonderful powders, these mix-ins, right?
Yeah, these are called functional powders.
Okay.
Which means they're loaded with, in this case, 7 mushroom mocha has 7 edible mushrooms like reishi mushroom, turkey tail mushroom, cordyceps, chaga. These are mushrooms that are known to have a beneficial effect in the body.
Beautiful.
And they're also combined with regenerative grown herbs.
Okay, and all
And chocolate, most importantly.
and are most of your supplements come from the plants that are on your own soil?
Yeah, the mushrooms are grown elsewhere,
Right.
but all of the herbs are grown on our own farm in Costa Rica.
Congratulations.
And that's the magic of this, Donna, from, when we talk about custody, the chain of custody from soil to seed to self to sustainability. That's what I'm interested in.
It's also the integrity of this company because there are not supplement companies out there that are growing their own plants and taking responsibility for the farming of them. And so when you're sourcing vitamins and nutrients from all over the world and kind of making your own supplements, you don't really know where they're coming from in their practices. As we've said before, if they're grown in other countries, you don't know if the water's clean that the farm is using. You don't know if the soil is clean. You don't know where these things are coming from. But the fact that Rick's hands are actually on these products is just such a testament to the integrity of this product.
I was kind of expecting you to show up in garden gloves today, Rick, but
You were? With Leslie?
I did a lot of wonderful research, and there are certain things like that you don't use binders and you don't use fillers, and that it is
Right.
actually. So I've enjoyed learning. I've enjoyed going through your
yeah.
website and actually educating myself about the differences, right?
Yeah.
And thank you for that, because a lot of times people want to do better, but they just don't take the action. But your company is in action.
We just want to create the connection to nature. Nature is intelligent. Nature has a living wisdom, and we want to enliven that wisdom in our body and mind so we can then harness the total potential of every cell in our body.
Well, it seems like it's very therapeutic and something that on my own journey, I would like to absolutely try. So we're going to break for lunch. Would you be willing to make me a cup of that?
Oh my gosh, of course.
All right, let's go try the mocha, because I'm totally into both mushrooms and mocha. So, all right, let's go.
You're gonna love it.
Thank you. Karsten, can you turn on the lights? All right, great. Let's
Be
be
right-
right back. We'll be right back. And we're off to the kitchen. Yay! All right, let's make this.
All right, so we're gonna make some 7 mushroom mocha. It's super easy, delicious. You're gonna love it. Breakfast or evening time is perfect.
Two of my favorite things, both mushrooms and chocolate. I mean, like it's mocha.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, chocolate all the time for me.
Okay.
We've got 3 glasses of warmed almond milk that we've already set up. And we're just gonna put a little bit of our 7 mushroom mocha in each glass.
Oh, it smells good from the moment you open the package.
I know, doesn't it?
Wow.
That is because it's whole plant potency. This is
Okay.
a very potent product. And that means you're actually gonna feel a difference when you take it. So this product doesn't have any sweeteners in it at all. So we leave it to you to sweeten it with your favorite sweeteners, and one of mine is definitely maple syrup. So we're gonna do a little bit of pure maple syrup, organic maple syrup in our glasses. And that's just gonna take a little bit of the mushroom edge off. And we're gonna give it a stir.
Okay.
And you can start with our tablespoon. You wanna stir?
Great, yeah, I'll
You
stir.
stir, or you can use a frother.
Okay.
If you like being a little fancier,
Lovely.
getting a little froth on your glass. This is really going to help your mental clarity and your energy levels throughout the day.
And this is a wonderful product from Kokora, right?
Yes, all
Wait,
regeneratively grown.
Can I have a cup as well?
Oh,
Yes! Hey, look who's here, Rick.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
I just,
You made a cup for
I did,
me.
and I frothed it for you.
Amazing.
My first time
Thank
frothing.
you.
Okay.
Cheers.
So cheers.
Cheers.
And to you as well. Yay. Oh my gosh, that was so fun, you guys.
glad.
I hope that you'll come back. I really learned a lot. Wow, it was absolutely delicious. Thank you for watching. I'm Donna Drake, and we've been visiting with Kokora. Be well.